In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use the false function in Excel. To get started, open Microsoft Excel and go to a worksheet where you want to try the function yourself. The false function is a very simple built-in Excel function, but it is also very useful when you're working with logical formulas and decision-based calculations. What this function does is return the logical value false. In Excel, true and false are boolean values, which means they represent logic-based outcomes. These values are often used in formulas like if statements, comparisons, and other functions that test conditions. So even though false looks like just a word on the screen, Excel recognizes it as a logical result. The syntax is very straightforward, equals false, followed by open and close parentheses. In other words, you type false. One important thing to remember is that this function does not require any arguments. That means you do not need to put anything inside the parentheses. Before entering the formula, it can help to look at a simple example. Imagine a small table with a status column and a result column. One row might show pending with a result of false, and another row might show approved with a result of true. This gives you a practical sense of how Boolean values can be used to represent different states or outcomes in a worksheet. Now let's use the function directly. Click on a blank cell where you want the result to appear. In that cell, type false. After that, press Enter on your keyboard. As soon as you do, Excel will display false in the cell. That's the basic use of the function, and it's the recommended method when you need Excel to return the Boolean value false instead of plain text. This distinction matters because a logical false can be used properly inside other formulas, while text that only looks like false would not behave the same way. If you're building larger spreadsheets, this function can be especially helpful in conditional formulas, testing workflows, or marking results that should be interpreted logically by Excel. Since it takes no arguments, it's also easy to remember and quick to enter. So to recap, open Excel, select a blank cell, type false, and press Enter. Excel will return the logical value false, which you can then use on its own or as part of more advanced formulas. And that's how to use the false function in Excel.